There's been a lot of discussions back and forward with the release of the DJI Mavic 3 if the old smart controller would actually support the drone. The official statement from DJI, this is not going to be the case, but when I installed the smart controller, updated it to 1.5.0, yesterday, I was actually notified that it would support the Mavic 3 with the latest version. But the problem is I don't have a Mavic 3, so I could not verify if this was working or not. Reading around the web, it doesn't seem that nobody could provide a clear answer if this update would actually allow the smart controller to connect, or if it simply doesn't work and it was just a generic update of the Android app. So, if the mountain can't come to Muhammad would have to go to the mountain. So I decided to reach out to Drone.dk, the Danish DJI distributor, and ask if I could stop by and test out if this is actually working or not. A lot of us would be really happy to find out if this works or not, especially if it works, even though it would be at a reduced range or with a reduced bandwidth. For those of you that have been following the channel would know that I've had all sorts of trouble with this smart controller, and I even had it exchanged one time. And if DJI now decided that they are gonna cut the support for newer drones, this would actually piss me a little bit off. Let's head into the city and see if we can make it work. No more copyright strikes on my channel. I'm still on a private parking lot, so I can talk to the camera while I'm driving here. But I should make sure, of course, that I don't hit any of the cars. No, copyright strike. While we're talking about that, I actually made a video based on this, one of the early leaks of the Mavic 3. And let me just hold in here before we continue. And this video was doing fantastic, but it actually ended up being taken down. And I cashed in a copyright strike of using the material there. That was super scary. Getting a copyright strike on your channel is not fun. If you get 3 in a row, you lose your channel. So I can't even imagine how bad that would be if I ended up in that situation. And the reason why I got it was I used stills from that video, and apparently YouTube thought, based on the guy that made the video, that I was not entitled to do that. I kind of disagree, because this was fair use. I wasn't using his audio track, I wasn't using his video. I was simply just transforming this into something else where I commented on the images used in this video. I will have to go against YouTube and put my case forward and see where that will lead us. Alright, so let's continue this journey, and I will shut off the camera. I've arrived. It's always a hassle getting a parking spot here inside Copenhagen. So now we're here. Let's get inside and see if we can get this verified. Hej. Hej. Det er filmmanden. Han er lige i gang med at filme lidt.
Nå, det er godt. Der står hun.
So this is Toge.
Hvad fanden, det er jo Henrik. Nej. Jeg er stor fan af dine videoer.
Det er du. Ej, så se. Ej, det gør den godt nok ikke.
Altså under et kilo. Jeg synes også, det var fint. Den var ikke mere end 200.
Nej. Skal vi se, om den overhovedet dukker op. Det gør den ikke.
Ej, har du opdateret den?
Ja.
Man kan ikke bare klikke link, og så finder den.
Ja, det er det. Lad os lige prøve det her. Se om vi kan det. Nu tager vi lige her, bare lige for at være sikker, ikke også? Det er 1.5.0.
Ja.
Så den burde være godt nok, og det var den, der kom op og sagde.
Ja, præcis.
Sådan og sådan, og så går vi under kontrol. Ned i bunden.
Jamen. Og den er, den står søger.
Så den
jeg tror sgu ikke den der. Men står der ikke, skal den der ikke opdatere sig?
So let's see this one. Action 2. It's small.
Jeg skal prøve at sætte det på en spejl, det er sjovt. Nu ser jeg, hvad kan du? En spejl.
Hun line up her. Og sådan en pocket. Action 2. No, DJI Action 2.
Nej, men jeg er ikke skjult den. Han er ikke den nye, og så står vi og løber. Den ser på styr igennem.
Gimbals. Og 4.5-ish. Didn't make the smart controller work so far. But there's a new update on the phone.
Added D-Log, optimize image quality, increase maximum speed for a pass. Der står ikke noget, men det kan være, det er der jo.
Det kan være, lad os prøve det.
Også med folk ringer telefonen og der er bare lyd over. Og jeg kan selvfølgelig ikke linke, når den er tændt. Den er connected.
Ja, det kan godt være, den ikke kan.
Når den er connected, så må jeg få computer ud.
Så det er no can do.
Ja. Den ligger stadig.
Se om det er stadigvæk. Om
det kan jeg godt huske.
Om det faktisk virker, eller det var en dummy, må vi sige. Update firmware. So this was final confirmation that right now the DJI Mavic 3 and the old smart controller is not a match. Despite we trying to update the firmware of the drone, as well as running the 150, where we got the notification yesterday that it was supported, it does not work. DJI, you really need to fix this, and you've got to fix it now. Otherwise, you will basically make a lot of your customers really mad. This is of course really bad news for us that has purchased the old smart controller and plan to buy a DJI Mavic 3. But as I was looking through the software, it seems pretty much that everything is half-baked. So there's still a chance that we might get an update that will fix this in the future. And now we know for sure, and make sure to comment below the video, as I know DJI sometimes reads the comments to whatever videos that I'm putting out, so they need to know that this is actually mandatory that they fix this issue. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around. Let's head back home and edit this video.